If you know every show on Netflix and you're broke, you have a problem. You're lazy. If you know every hit song that comes out and you're broke, you're lazy. If you know every single post on social media of other people's lives and you don't have another hustle that you're working, you have to accept the fact that you're lazy. And my dad kept having heart attacks. And my dad worked at a 99-cent store on Manchester and Normandy while I'm working at Bally's. 60 hours a week I'm working at Bally's. I'm the top sales guy at Bally's because I wanted my dad to be done, but I couldn't make enough money. I was making $3,000 a month. But at the time when I was off, I wasn't working a side business. I was doing anything to entertain myself. We are fooling ourselves if we're gonna sit there and just put all the responsibility on the people who have succeeded and not put any responsibility on the folks at the bottom that we're gonna say, well, poor you, you're working so hard. But then how do you know so much about all these shows? I don't understand. I've never watched this Montana. What is this Montana show? What is this show?
Ozarks?
Yellowstone. I don't even know I don't know what Yellowstone is. I've never watched Breaking Bad. I've never watched Sopranos. I've never watched an episode of Sopranos. The only series I've ever watched from 2003 till today is House of Cards season 1 because people kept telling me I gotta watch it.
The quote from one of my English teachers at Lord Marion named Mr. Fisk. He had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And that's something I always live by. I'm not gonna rest, I'm gonna keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time. I'll drink with you, right? But the next morning, I'm banging on your door at 5 in the morning. Let's go.
They're not getting
Where are we going? I hung out with you. Now you come hang out with me.
Wow.
This is what we do. All right, let's go. And we're at the gym. We're working out, right? We hit the bus. We go to practice. We play that night. I play games with the flu. I play games with 102-degree fever, man.
Powerful.
You can't do that.
That is so powerful,
right?
man.
You got to be on, man. Like sometimes I'd fly back. Like I'd play a game, could not miss my daughter's birthday. I'd fly back, be there for her birthday, and then fly back with the team. You know, just to make sure I don't miss anything.
The reason why you so lazy is not because you don't have the ability. You so lazy because your dream's so small. Your dreams are so small. Now listen to me, guys. The transition's going to be hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Go from being on the block, going to be a high school dropout, to getting a GED, the transition is not easy. So what happens? In order for you to go from one level to the next level, in order for any man to transit, listen to me, in order for any woman to transition, for any man to transition, the thing that they want must be greater than the thing they currently have. I'm gonna say it again. Humans do not transition to another level when they're comfortable with the level that they're on. You only go to another level when you're on this level and you eating out of trash cans and you say, enough is enough. When you're living in abandoned buildings in the winter and you say enough, you only transition from one level to the next when you're tired of the level you on.
Because the game's very simple. If you've got debt or have to put a roof over your head or somebody else, then you work, whatever job is paying you that. But I'm asking you, what are you doing from 6 p.m. to midnight? And if you have to go build slowly your portfolio, your Shopify store, your Instagram account, your YouTube channel, your content, like, wouldn't you be pumped if I told you for the next 4 years it's tough and you don't watch as much Netflix and sports and hanging out, but then you get to live happy for the rest of your life? Everybody, in theory, would sign up for that. The reality is a lot of people don't want to grind for 4 years. Like, people don't like pain. It's why most people don't have six packs. I mean that. There's a lot of people here who want to be in better shape. You just don't want to work out. You just don't want to eat well. Like, I lived it for the first 38 years of my life. And then I got into better shape. I still hate it. I fucking was pissed this morning waking up at 5:55 to work out, but because I want it. And so I've gone through doing something that didn't come natural to me, that I hate to this day, 4.5 years later, but I just want to live 15 years longer.
I'm not Mr. Mentor. I'm not the one who says, let's sit down, tell me how it's going. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I am. Get off your ass and get out there and sell something. I mean, I've never been okay, I need a mentor. You know, a lot of people look for mentors thinking they're going to tell me the shortcut. Mark, will you be my mentor? You know the way. And they think I'm going to go and convey some magic. Here's the dust. Go, go, go. It doesn't work that way. I still grind. I love to grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you, right? That's what being an entrepreneur is. You've got to get out there and do the work. So when it comes to how do you learn, right? Because that's the question. How do I learn this stuff? Everybody has got to go through that process, right? I read I'm in the tech business. I'm in the media business, the entertainment business. I've got to try to prepare myself for all the Shark Tank businesses. I read 3 hours plus a day, right? Well, everybody else is getting a suntan, or even when I'm getting a suntan, I'm online, or I've got books. I'm reading all I can.
I always say that I'm like the most lazy, disciplined person I know, because I don't want to do it. Yeah. But I always do. You can get defined easily by other people's perceptions of you. My whole life, I was convinced, when I was a young man, I was convinced I was a loser. Absolutely convinced. Until I started getting really good at martial arts, I never thought I was good at anything. I just had a very low self-esteem. And I was limiting myself by what I thought were other people's opinions of me. This is when I was a really young kid. And I didn't figure this out until I was like in my 30s. But I think that you absolutely can be limited by your perceptions of someone's definitions of you. But you can break through that stuff. That's what you break through with discipline. That's where you break through with hard work and concentration and focus. And that's why it's so important to have like either a discipline or an art or something that you're trying to create or something that you're really focusing on. Because if you don't have like a point of focus as a human, I think it's very hard to get through this life and have an appreciation for true struggle.